Hello, everyone. Back.
Hi.
Sorry. Now I'm ready.
Glasses aren't cool. There are no glasses in Mork Borg.
I think I said this at the start of this. I usually wear glasses, and then on top of that, I have this freaking thing in my eye. So it's legitimately, I'm just like, I'm reading an audiobook at this point. We are
Perfect.
So when we left off, you were in a bedroom with a few skeletons laying in two beds. You also had gone through a bookshelf, and the decrepit one had rifled through many books until a headache fell upon you, and now you are agitated, and you have loosened your grip on this world just a bit.
More than it already was.
the one person who needed to loosen their grip on reality.
There is a heavy door opposite the one that you came in through. You could also go back the way you came and try the other door.
Can I attempt to get a feel of the area? I know this is a strange, weird thing to ask, but like, can I sense, like, should we go deeper or should we just like split? Like, you know what I mean? Like, should we just go back and then through?
Vibe checks.
Vibe check. Can I get a vibe check?
Did you really just use the word split? Like you're like, can we split the party? This game is supposed to be hyper lethal.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked at all.
Have we considered in the really deadly game splitting the party?
That's not what I meant.
You meant like split as
like
in
a split
skedaddle.
path. The path is
Oh,
split.
I see. Well, I'm good. I'm glad I'm asking these clarifying questions as the game is. Can we split the party? Can we split me in half?
Not quite. Not quite.
Wait, can we split them in half?
That's for later. For later.
No. You can't, but I can.
Gibbs.
I have the right of first refusal on all cuttings in half here.
So I just want to see if maybe it would be better to go through this door to how about this? Can I, while everybody else is doing their thing in that room, since I was outside of it, can I check this other door in a way to maybe either see beyond it, or is there like a keyhole, or is there a way to maybe do it without alerting anybody beyond the door?
Okay. What would you like to do? If you look for a keyhole, yeah, it's you do see a keyhole, and you can't see through it. It's dark, but you do hear.
I can see in the dark.
Oh yeah, right. Because you ate a spider and an owl. Because when you eat a spider and an owl, special things happen.
Correct.
Right. I believe you described eating one of those two like it was an apple.
Correct. Yeah. If you're just now joining us, if you have a spider phobia, please leave now. But yeah, I did. I ate like a tarantula while it was still alive, like an apple, and that gave me the ability to, one, climb on walls like a spider, but also to see in the dark.
You know, anybody with a spider phobia really should just be happy that you got rid of one, right?
Sure, that's how it works.
I want to specify the important part was eating it like an apple.
It has a nice snap. It was a Honeycrisp spider.
Ooh. The way I felt that in my soul, and I don't know if I was ready.
Damn it. No.
Expensive.
Well,
Fuck me.
You got it. You got that spider from Whole Spider, and it cost an arm and a leg.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
I'll be here all night.
We can live. I can only take so much as an actual person.
This is where I play the Oscar B. Wilde like outro and just end stream.
Yellow card, please. Yellow card.
Only because I
Just to
can't
be
laugh
clear,
anymore.
We're throwing the yellow card up on Whole Foods prices, right? Like,
They,
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't
they
talk about that
really,
shit.
they really, you know, went too far when they started putting spiders in bottles of water.
once they peeled the spiders and then put them in plastic.
Oh my god! Okay.
Can I check this door, Rob?
You hear guards' voices on the other side of it.
Oh shit.
I guess there's no way. Okay, I mean, I said that. I guess you don't know their guards' voices. You hear voices.
Yeah.
Well, now we know their guards' voices.
Hearing voices in the first place would immediately, as my character is, it basically, and he backs up from the doorway. Nope. And he will continue into the room, and now he will make sure that they are in between the exit to this room and also the new door.
I will say one of the things that didn't happen. One of the books makes you randomly start yelling.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Which would be funny because my character is already loud. So
So you hear voices on the other side of this heavy door.
Mhm. Of this new heavy door.
Yeah, the heavy door in this library bedroom.
so there's voices. Not that I would know. I'm not asking this question because I don't know.
I will from the ceiling. I will
Right, because you can crawl on ceilings.
correct. Like a bat, I will just
Because
look
you
up
ate
into spider. Yes.
We'll move past it.
Okay. So I look up as if, looking towards the sky, but I'm looking at the floor, and I look at the rest of the party and I say, there are voices beyond the doors.
Okay, everybody, you all see Carl lean his head against the door and then climb up it onto the ceiling.
Mhm.
And then tell you.
Yep. Yeah, you can definitely and I'm not here to hide it. You can definitely see a look of like worry and or cowardice in his face whenever he speaks it.
I want to use my stones again.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take out the stones and I'm going to shake them. And then I'm going to mutter whatever it is and throw them onto the ground
Yeah.
and roll. It's a D10, right? I'm not making it up.
This is great. There is for anyone who's curious about DMing Mork Borg, I'll peel back the veil for the party and for the audience right now. It doesn't tell me in here in the adventure how these guards immediately react. The thing that you have to infer is there's a chart where you can roll randomly to determine neutral NPCs' outlook on the party. So I'm going to roll 2d6 here, and that will determine whether their outcome is whether these guards their reaction will be kill, angered, indifferent, almost friendly, or helpful.
Okay. So I will say that
maybe it's a little unfun for y'all for me to get a little meta like that, but I like these little moments to be like, how am I? What's the process here?
No worry.
I have a meat and potatoes question before we get into this. She threw stones.
Roasting. That's the way to go with those.
She threw stones. So who's to say that one, they could hear stones being like kidney stones being thrown from beyond a door?
So I'm rolling this to know what to tell her as to whether the result is going to be whether there's something dangerous in the other room or not.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I rolled the wrong dice, and we're gonna redo that. Plus presence, right? So I have an 8.
So you're using again the stones taken from Thel Amos's lost temple
yes.
to know if danger lurks in the adjacent room. The stones
Yes.
can lie. You're testing presence. Yep.
Yep. So
And what did you get on your presence?
I got is it a D10? Am I making this up?
You're rolling a D20, and then you're
Oh my
adding your presence
lord.
bonus.
See, I knew I was making things up. Here we go. Okay, so I got an 18.
Okay. You know that the stones can lie, and you can tell whether they are telling the truth or not.
Mhm.
The stones tell you that whatever is on the other side of this door, it's probably fine. But you know the stones are lying to you in this moment.
Do
Got
I feel
it.
anything since I swallowed one?
Oh my god. That would be amazing.
Heartburn.
A slight pang in my bowels.
Mm-hmm. This is a twice filtered kidney stone. This one's worth more.
Mhm. Y'all didn't ask what Thelamos was though. That lost temple, y'all didn't ask what that was.
Yeah. That's between me and you.
So I just kind of like very delicately like and quietly pick them up and like place them in. And I'm like covering like the satchel so when they like go in, like the sound isn't as loud as it would be if I was just free throwing them in there. And I shake my head and the stones are lying. It's not okay.
Is the door that we came through open enough that I could get through it without making any noise?
Going back the way you came.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go back the way you came into the initial room that had the stream and the black violet butterflies, then yes, you pushed that door open quietly to get to sneak into here.
Okay.
And then you, if you were to back out here, you could take the other door in that room with the stream and the butterflies that you did not take.
I'm gonna head back through the door and creep around to the opening of the door on the left and peer through to look into the room.
Okay.
I also have a question for you.
For me?
Yes. This
I'm all
may
ears.
be a little like retroactive, but did they hear possibly the throwing of the books?
I think that I was kind of keeping a mental note of like a certain threshold of volume.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
don't know if the throwing of the books was enough.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Just, making sure that we're not all gonna plummet to our doom right now.
Maybe later.
Okay. That's fair. Okay.
As Uther, as you approach this other door, the light is warm and bright. There's kind of a rotten smell, and as you approach, you can hear faint, sad violin music.
Is anyone near me? Anyone in my party near me? Or are they all still in that room?
I would have started to make my way out like very quietly.
I probably would have followed you, actually.
Are you still writing, Francois?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to like motion over my shoulder toward this open room and say, I hear music.
Are you trying to take a peek in there?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Okay. If you take a peek in, you see that near you by the door is the back of a chair, and then there's a long banquet table. And at the far end there is a man with a long mustache wearing a white brimmed hat and a white suit.
I'm gonna turn around and whisper, "There's someone in that room. He looks old. I don't think he's gonna be any match for us. We can probably take him by surprise."
I kind of do like reach down with my hands and do like a little quiet clap in Francois' ear. Francois. I think you're muted, Francois. No, it's me.
You're definitely muted, Francois.
Really? Am I?
Now you're good.
Now you're not
You
Francois.
may have
it's
just
okay.
been talking so quietly.
Yeah,
we couldn't hear
yeah.
you.
No, it's okay.
It was a microphone threshold issue.
Yeah.
I'll whisper louder.
Yes.
Perfect.
Stage
What's
whisper,
up?
Francois? Stage whisper.
Francois.
My
darling,
lady.
Light of my life. You will die for me, yes?
Yes.
Knock on this door and find out if this man is good. And then I kind of like motion to everybody else to hide.
Yeah, he walks over with you on his back.
No. Put me down. Put me down.
As soon as he starts walking, you're like, no.
I will spider climb directly above the door threshold.
Okay. Yeah, he knocks on the door. And he doesn't hear anything on the other side. And he swings it open and he walks in and he says, "Hello, it is I, Francois."
Francois here.
MVP.
Am I still on his back?
No, he put you down on the other side of the door.
Okay, perfect.
He's closing the door behind him, so everything he says after this is kind of muffled. Just here by myself. Wow, what a table of delicious food. Who are you? He's walking over. You hear his footsteps are walking away.
Oh my.
Did that dram that Carl dropped into my eye like enhance anything other than my presence and vision?
It cured you of infection.
Okay, so I'm panicking and I kind of just like,
You hear, "Look at these neat spoons."
and I,
God damn it, Francois.
so I kind of like try to like, make sure the girls are sitting in their assigned seats. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Readjust.
push them up a little bit, twin 1 and twin 2 just sitting right. And I like walk in and I like fling my cloak and I put my hand up on the door and I say, "I've arrived."
My lady, it's not safe. Well, it might be safe. I don't know.
Francois,
He
if you
doesn't-
don't shut the stop talking, darling.
At the far end of the table is this dude in the white hat and the white suit. His hands are like planted on top of the table, and he's just hanging out.
Hello, it is I. Hurya. I am late, but fashion doesn't rest.
Let's see how long I can keep this up.
And I clear the throat, push him up a little more, and I like walk in to the head of the table on the opposing side, and I kind of just like lean forward. Beautiful day we're having. Yes. And then I kind of like look back to see where everybody else is, if they're here.
You'll see my yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, at this point, with absolutely no response from anyone in the room, I'm gonna just stick my head in and look. And when I see that he's just not moving, I'm going to scuttle into the room, scuttle right past her, and right up next to the guy.
Okay.
Does he react at all?
Okay.
Hands on the table, unmoving, staring straight ahead like you're not even there.
You see my head slowly dipping down from the top of the door frame upside down. And I just, oh, would you just kill him already and let's get past this?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, when Carl says that, you see me pull. So the femur that I have, which is my only real weapon, is actually broken and very jagged on one end. I can use it as a club, but I can also stab people with it. And you see me pull it out and just start to like slowly move it towards the guy's like neck.
Wait.
When you all you're all talking in here a bit, and Francois was a little loud, and from an adjacent door that you didn't see, you hear some voices say, "Oi, that's dinner then?"
You see, you see Carl's head like from vision disappear.
So let's set the stage here.
Yeah.
You have entered this room. You're entering at the far end of the table where Harriet, you said you're leaning over the table kind of seductively. Francois is near you. There are 4 massive oil lamps in the room, like floor freestanding things that are flanking the table. There's this guy at the far end of the table. The decrepit one is over by him, and you hear the voice come from a door near the decrepit one. Carl, did you enter the room? Sorry, I juggling all the okay. And then Uther, where are you?
I'm still outside the room as well.
Okay. You hear a voice that yells about food. Uther, you might not hear it, but I think everybody else does.
I've got the shattered, jagged end of the femur, like.
Mhm.
But
I will whisper down to Uther, and I'll be like, "You go in. I think they may need you."
And I just kind of look at the decrepit one and I'm like, wait a minute.
I do. I pause.
Okay.
See what he's got on his person?
Okay. So I'm hearing, Harriet, you're using the moment to tell him to stop. Are you moving anywhere?
No, I'm just kind of like at the table. Okay. I heard the noise, so I'm like looking at the door as I'm speaking to the decrepit one.
Okay. From where you are standing at the far end of the table, the decrepit one and the door are both like in kind of the same area line of sight. If someone were to come through that door, you would see pretty clearly them and the decrepit one.
Okay. So I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't. You're good, because I was just gonna make sure that like I was like, even though they're in the same like line of sight, like I'm intently staring at that doorknob.
So at this point, Uther hasn't heard anything. There's no commotion coming from the room, and
other than Carl said,
saying they might need him. Okay.
Just to clarify, Rob, from her line of sight, she can see the door and me, but if someone comes through that door, they're not immediately going to see me.
Let me reveal a map.
Okay.
And show you the rough layout here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this in roll 20.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, look at that. Would you just look at it?
Oh.
This is roughly what we got here. So we've got the door where the sound is coming from.
Okay.
Over here to the right.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like, even though I'm talking to the decrepit one, like I am like eyes locked on that doorknob.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Door.
Can I start to inch forward into the room with my shit trench sword in front of me?
Okay. Yeah, the door is creaky and rickety, and you do see that the handle is starting to jiggle a little bit. Uther, you wanna run in here and get your shit sword ready?
No, I don't. I'm not running in. I'm moving in.
Okay.
I am slowly walking in with my sword held in front of me, and Flim and Flam are perched on either shoulder.
Your tamed rats. Okay. I think at this point, yeah, then the door is going to open, and a head peeks through.
I'm kind of make sure that I'm leaning really well.
Yeah, okay. So you hear dinner that oh, you're not who the hell?
Yes,
Well,
I am dinner.
yeah, this guy's he looks confused, but not entirely mad. Well, they look angry a lot of other presences in the room. And they're like, "What are you doing with the old man?"
I was just trying to invoke pleasant conversation for the evening.
Yeah, he looks like he's weighing this. Why don't you give me a presence check?
Absolutely.
I will say I also have lowered the femur. I'm no longer holding it. I'm like about to stab the guy in the throat.
That is a 15.
Yeah, 15. I'd say that's good enough. You've hit difficult. These guards seem annoyed at first. Or this guard seems annoyed at first. But sees you and says, well, if he's not ready for pleasant conversation, you can certainly invoke something in me.
Oh, darling, you'll have to wait your turn.
What? All them first? He's like pointing around at like all the other dudes in the room, including the decrepit one and Uther and Francois.
Well, we're here for dinner first and conversation, and then as the night progresses, we'll just have to see what happens.
He's like there's some like muffled talking behind him. And he like leans his head back in the room and he says, no, it's fine. She's good looking.
I just kind of
Why are you mad at me about it? No, I saw first. You just wait. If you want to, then go around the other way. If you really want to know that badly.
I have a question, real quick.
Yeah.
While this is happening, the like braziers of fire, like the oil lamps.
Yeah.
Can I move those?
You haven't tried yet.
Okay, but does it look like I could like knock it over if I wanted to, potentially?
One of them is tall and about as big as you, but you think it depends a lot on your footing.
Okay.
So I kind of just like, while this like kerfuffle, that's a great word by the way, is going on, I want to kind of like usher everybody in and like almost kind of like gesture to the side, like the side of the table that is left from me. So that way, if there is almost like we can at least lure them into the room, and if something needs to go down, we do what we
You
got
want
to
like
do to get.
the table between them and you? Was that you said the left side of the room here?
Yeah. So like I'm
Okay.
going to gesture for the rest. Well, because they're not like they're kind of paying attention to me, these guards, but they're not. But to like the party, I kind of want to at least make sure that we are, ready. That we keep things ready.
They haven't seen Carl yet, have they?
I don't think they've seen Carl. But this guy's looking at you, Uther, and sees the sword in your hand and says, he's reaching for his sword a little defensively here.
I'll look down at him reaching for a sword, and I'll say, "The lady needs a bodyguard." And I'll just kind of gesture to myself. And
Yeah, he says, sensible enough. Anyone who'd want to meet with Fletcher, yeah, I'd want backup too. I mean, look at me. He flexes.
And I giggle.
Uther's gonna spit at this guy's feet.
How's he gonna react?
I did say at, not on.
Quietly enough where Uther can probably hear it, but not the guy or Hersha. I'm just like muttering, like flames and death and killing.
The spitting at the feet, I think that's gonna set him off. He says, now that didn't seem like garden here. And he's drawing his sword and he's taking a step forward.
The minute he starts to step through the doorway, I'm going to slam my body into the oil lamp and try to send it crashing into him.
And as he's
Sounds
doing that,
like we're rolling initiative.
I'll poke my head out from the door and be like, "Have we killed them yet?"
Perfect.
And Hurry is just like, and
I rolled a d6 for initiative. And you all are going first. So everybody roll a d6 and add your agility bonus.
We have initiative buttons on
Well,
Roll20.
Ooh, that is a 0.
2.
Holy shit. That's a 6, baby.
Harry got a 2. Carl got a 6. Uther got a 0. And Ian, how's the decrepit one doing?
That's a 1.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Not the lowest.
True.
What about Francois?
Francois gets a 4. And then our baddies. Okay. Harry, what are you doing?
I am now panicking slightly because this was going well. We were going to get somewhere, maybe some information, and then we could have bled them dry. But here we are.
Oh, we can still do that.
When a player is seducing, you can never tell how much they actually want it.
Right? It's just like, that's fine. I get it. So I am actually going to, I don't know, jump up on the table and like I'm going to take the bomb out.
Oh.
You hear Francois says, "My lady, so powerful." He seems excited.
He's smitten.
He's very smitten.
Oh, Francois, my darling, I love you. Or something. And I like, is there wine on the table?
There is no food or drink anywhere on this table. You're not sure where that rotten smell is coming from.
So I look down at the table.
Sorry.
And I look.
It's my eye patch.
I look.
It's my face.
I'm holding the bomb and I'm looking at these guards. And I'm saying, maybe this isn't going to work out after all. You didn't even provide wine. And then I take a deep breath and I light this bomb and I throw it at them.
Let's read about the bomb. I don't know what the bomb does.
Let's
Insta
see.
kills any enemy it gets thrown at.
All enemies
this game, I
immediately
wouldn't.
die.
Right?
Roll
Um,
credits.
Sealed bottle. Okay, so it's a bottle with a cork in it, and it does D10 damage. Why don't you give me this is a ranged test. You're throwing it, so you're
Mhm.
making a presence roll.
So that
You're trying
is
to beat a 12.
okay. I did not beat a 12.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4 plus 3, so a 7.
You hurl this bomb in their general direction, and it crashes into the giant oil lantern right next to the decrepit one.
The one
It
I was
explodes, sending burning oil all over this guard, but also in the direction of the decrepit one.
Oh,
Why don't you make an agility test for me,
okay.
which I believe is going to be a 14 instead of a 12
Yep.
on account of you read a book.
Yeah, I read a book.
You
Why
read
would
a
I do
book.
that? Oh, okay. That's a 16.
Nice.
Hey, you're hunching down. You're getting ready to push this oil lantern over when the whole thing bursts into a pillar of flame unexpectedly in front of you. You take a quick step back, and as you do so, you knock this man in white out of his chair onto the floor.
Yeah.
He is still unbothered.
Mm-hmm.
And then our bad guy is going to make his our guard here is going to make his check. He gets a 12. He makes it. He also steps back, and as he does so, he closes the door, and the door is starting to like catch fire, and the decrepit one hears on the other side of the door here after this explosion says, around the other way then. Carl.
Well, this is a situation. Carl will move directly over the now tipped over man in white.
Mhm.
I will pull out a just
So
kidding.
you're by Haria back here in the like over here, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. The man in white's over here.
Mhm.
So you're sprinting like into the room along the table here.
I'm upside down, so I'll be on the ceiling.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So I'll be floating quickly towards him, and I want to jump from my position on the ceiling, and I will pull out a bone that has been filed down into what looks to be like a curved edge on one side.
Mhm.
And I will slam it down onto the man in white's face-ish head.
So you're stabbing him in the face.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay. Got it. He dies.
Without a roll.
Yep.
Sick.
Was he already dead?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right?
No, you hear a last exhale, and as he dies, he says, "Holy mountain." His hat is spattered with blood.
Hmm.
That was anticlimactic.
I like pull my crowbar out of its head,
Uh-huh.
and I just looked at the rest of the group. Was that hard?
Well, it is now because we have guards that no longer want my body and instead want to murder us.
They still
Why
want your
is the
body,
room on
just
fire? I just
flies
like
through.
I've been like tunnel vision to try and kill this thing, and then like realize now that the entire room is like catching on fire, essentially.
Francois says, when you say, why is this room on fire? It's Francois's turn. And he says, terribly sorry. This is all my fault. And then,
Yes, Francois, it is.
No.
and then he's running over to the doorway to stand in it. And he turns his back all to you. And he says, I sense danger from down here.
And then I go, come.
Right now, he is blocking the door. He's right by you, and when you clap your hands and tell him to come, he's like spreading out in the doorway, and he says, "I will not. I must protect."
Oh, you sweet child.
Let him die a fool's death.
Yes, but I don't have anybody to replace him just yet, do I?
I look over. Sorry. I will definitely just look over at Uther and just be like, well, maybe.
Is the decrepit one's turn.
The open space on the map, is that a door?
The open space on the can you ping it? Can you like press and hold on it? Yes, that's a door.
I'm going to go to that door.
What are you gonna do to that door?
Open.
It opens smoothly and quietly.
What's on the other side?
A long corridor and another door immediately to your right.
I immediately move into the corridor. I'm just like,
Okay. Let me reveal this part of the map. Maybe a little more. There's a long hall and some darkness over there.
okay. Yeah, you will see the decrepit one just scuttle down into the hallway, looking around.
You can go further into the hallway if you want. The violin music is getting louder as you step into this hallway.
Is it loud like it's coming from the door to my right, or loud like it's coming from further down the hall corridor?
It is echoing down the hallway, but it still is somewhat muffled.
Okay, I'm going to move further down the hallway then.
Okay.
Probably to about here.
Near you on the walls here are landscape paintings of the Sarkash Woods.
I will pause and look at them. Beautiful.
My old training grounds.
Uther.
So there's the guard that I spit at, and how many more behind him?
Unclear. At least one. He closed that door, which is now on fire. All of this part of the room over here, this oil lamp has exploded from the bomb.
Okay.
You see the fire is creeping onto the table now as well.
I am.
Thank you.
I
I don't know who
am-
drew fire on the map, but thank you.
You're welcome.
I am going to attempt to. I'm gonna thrust my shit trench sword out in front of me toward the guard, both in an attempt to pierce him with it, but also in an attempt to like move him back toward the fire.
So the guard closed this far door and yelled something about going around another way. So the guard,
I'm so there's
Yeah,
he's not
you're good.
actually there.
yeah, the guard jumped back out of the fire, managed to dodge the bomb and the oil explosion, and closed this door to like stop the fire. The door is catching on fire.
Got it.
And,
Okay. Yeah.
and the decrepit one, and I think you would have heard him say, because you were both close, that
Okay.
Telling other people to go around another way.
All right. Yeah, I misunderstood. Sorry.
It's okay.
going to move to the door that we came through, this one, and close it. Is Francois like still trying to protect?
Yeah, Francois is standing in the open doorway, not closing it. And if
Okay.
you want to close the door, he will reluctantly give up
I'm
the
gonna
post.
I'm gonna pull him into the doorway, and
Okay.
then I'm going to I'm gonna slam the door closed, and I'm going to take my crowbar and use it to latch the door to block it.
Yeah, you can use your crowbar here to wedge the door closed. It would probably mean leaving your crowbar behind.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you use your crowbar and you shut this door and you try and like improvise barring it closed. You're not sure how long it'll hold, but it would at least buy you some time.
I am going to take a small piece of like crappy parchment and like my blood ink and just write down like my details and like slide it under the door. And then I'm going to say, Francois, fetch me my warhammer. And I'm going to go down the hallway that the decrepit one has gone down.
He's patting his robes. There's no place for a warhammer inside these robes, but he's patting them like there would be, and he says, I didn't know you brought a warhammer, my lady.
Oh, Francois. You sweet little thing. I suppose you'll have to find me a new weapon. Not the crowbar. Not the crowbar. Leave that there.
His eyes flick from you to the crowbar and back to you. I will do my best.
And I'm going to proceed down that hallway.
He draws from his robe a collection of spoons that appear to match the plates all on the table. And he is handing you a stack of spoons.
Uther's gonna take out. I'm gonna take out my knife, and I'm gonna look at it kind of mournfully, and I will press the blade into my flesh, and just rivets of blood will start like immediately pouring out from this new cut on my arm, and I'll look down at this cut, and I'll lick the blade clean, and I'll hand it to Francois, and I'll say, "This one's good."
Francois says, thank you, and hands it to her, yeah.
I go ahead and lick the blade too. And then I just kind of tuck it very neatly.
Hepatitis, all of you.
Whatever. It's Mork Borg.
We're all fucked anyways.
Now we've kissed.
Now we've done more than that. I know what your DNA tastes like.
You've
I
heard
shall
of French
rearrange it
kissing?
with- okay.
This is German kissing.
Swedish kissing.
Oh my god.
You hear the shuffling as guards are running towards the door. They arrive, I think, near the door, but haven't had a chance to try and open it yet. You've all bought yourself at least another turn. Carl, you are standing near an oil lamp. The decrepit one has just moved through a door down a hallway. You can hear violin music coming through there.
I'm going to take a moment to search this thing that I killed.
Yeah.
Anything of note?
Fort plundering. I'm going to roll D66. He has a bag of 60-ish silver.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, we do like money.
He has fingers.
How many fingers do I see?
10 immaculately groomed fingers.
You can if
I
anybody
guess
is
8
near
fingers
me,
and 2 thumbs if we're being really
yep.
technical.
If anybody is near me, they just see like me run my tongue across my bottom lip, and my teeth are so sharp they cut into my tongue, and I just start bleeding from like the bottom lip. Not today. And I just start to float down the hallway.
I'm going to look at you and squint as I pass you.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Ian, what's the you're standing in front of a landscape painting. You see that there are 2 other paintings near it.
I would like
And
to.
then there's a further way down the hall.
I would like to look at the inspect the paintings before continuing down the hallway towards this music.
2 more landscapes of Sarkash. One shows the Shadow King's palace in the far distance. However, you would describe all 3 paintings as bland. And
I'm gonna move. Like I'm gonna like I don't just like look at the paintings and appreciatively. I'm like grabbing them and then moving on.
okay.
Just in case there's anything behind them or anything.
Harria, Carl, when the decrepit one fidgets with one of these paintings, a pit trap opens up beneath his feet, dumping him out of this room.
Well,
What a fool.
you just hear falling and falling and falling.
It is stay in the same whispered tone. No panic at all.
Ian, Ian, roll a d6 damage on yourself.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I do have D2 damage reduction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna need it.
What do you have for damage?
I take 1 damage.
Oh
You're alive.
my god.
It was 3, but I reduced it by 2.
You have 2 maximum hit points. You now have 1 hit point.
Oof.
Saving those omens for a rainy day.
Yep.
It's not rainy today.
Not today.
We got this. We got
Oh
this.
my goodness.
What do I land
Christ.
in?
We'll get there in a moment.
Okay.
Francois says, "Oh my!"
Shut your mouth, Francois.
And then Uther, what are you up to?
So are the guards at this point at the door that I'm standing near?
You think so? Yeah, they're
Okay.
they're approaching it.
I'm
They had to
going-
move through 2 rooms.
2 rooms.
So yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take my I've got some additional lantern oil. I'm going to take it and I'm going to stoke the flames. Actually, let me clarify. Are the flames at this point like creeping up toward that door?
So if we look down here,
Uh-huh.
we've got a spreading fire. It's lit this door on fire,
But
and
not.
it started to light the table on fire.
Okay. So let me
You're
let me
eyeing
back
this
up.
other oil lantern a little warily.
Yeah, I'm going to run over and grab the chair here. I meant to ping. I drew. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
This chair that's on fire.
You're grabbing a burning chair.
I'm
Okay.
grabbing a burning chair. I'm going to take it and I'm going to throw it at this door.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my lantern oil and throw it on that fire that I've just set.
Okay. Strong. Yeah, you move around, you reshuffle this room a bit, and you start a small fire over here as well.
And then I'm going to book it toward the threshold of that hallway.
I think you've done enough. Wow, Dan, I got you.
Sorry. No, it was also okay. I don't mean to break character or game or anything, but the wife just walked in and asked me to open a jar for her.
It's not a jar. That is a bottle of Di Serono.
I do love me
is a
some
bottle of Di
Di
I have weak wrists. Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to
A
break everything.
jar.
Well, I didn't want to be like straight up liquor.
Yeah, do it. It's Mork Borg.
A
We're
jar
sitting
of
there slicing our
liquid
tongues
almonds.
Jar of liquid almonds and cherries. All right, sorry. Go ahead. I was drawing a fire. My fire got screwed up.
And then Carl and Harria, I think you each have turns when you see the pit open up and drop the decrepit one.
How big is this pit? Is like it the full like width of the hallway?
Yes, it is the full width of the hallway.
I kind of just like look down and over and try to assess how like deep this pit is. And while I'm doing that, I say, hey, you should have snatched that finger because it wasn't a finger.
I'll do you one better. I will look down. Do I see him from upside down?
Can you see in the dark?
Yes, I can.
Yeah,
Literally.
from your potion, yeah. Yes. You can see that there is a rough-hewn tunnel down there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear some voices singing in a minor key.
But do I see the decrepit one?
Yes, he is wounded in like a crumpled mess in the dirt there.
Now I'm going to pull a little fun one. So I'm going to spider climb my way down this pit. How long is this pit?
It's maybe a 10-foot drop. It's like maybe a story.
Enough to make it difficult to climb back out, unless you can climb like a spider. So I'm just gonna go down and I'm gonna I'm gonna float down there and then look to my left and right before picking him up. What do I see?
You are not in a pit, but a tunnel. This appears to have dropped you into a tunnel. To your left, there is a tight passage, and you hear singing coming from there.
Mm-hmm.
And to the right, you can see glittering stones in a wall.
Okay.
Spectacular colors. And where those colors are that you can see glittering in the dark, you also hear the violins are coming from there.
Okay. As soon as I get to him, I say, "Are you alive, you old fool?"
And in response, you just hear the muttering of pain and falling and hurting.
And you'll hear in response, "Damn it."
And then I kind of like, hello, with your little spider-esque bottom, can't you do tricks and give me a thread?
I do this like horror movie scene where like, because you can only see me from like the back, right? Because I'm sideways on the wall there. I do like this horror movie scene where I like turn my neck completely upwards towards you, and all you see is like my glowing eyes because it's like so dark down there.
Eye, singular.
Eye, singular eye.
And I just I look and I squint. That is just how we're gonna communicate. I squint at you.
You see a squint back.
Yeah, thread, spider boy, hello.
I will retrieve this filth.
Is there things down there?
It seems to be some sort of tunnel. I don't know where it leads.
You hear me say, singing and following.
So they're singing. They're singing. Okay. And then I look over and I clap at I forgot his name.
Francois?
Thank you. I named him and I forgot his name. Expendable. And I said, Francois, close all of them. We are going to make a rope.
He says, indecency in front of my lady?
Darling, this is a matter of life or death. Come.
He starts stripping his robes off, and
You can leave your skivvies on if you need.
more spoons fall out.
Oh. Okay.
He's got a gangly, hairy, wolfish body.
I do like that. Yes.
Go on, you were saying.
Oh, you want more?
Describe more.
No. Imagine. Use your imagination.
All right.
But yeah, he strips off his robe, and underneath, he does have some skivvies, and then a light like breastplate of armor, like a little bit of protective something, like a padded like undershirt.
A jerkin.
Sounds terrible, but yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm going to start like taking this knife and like shredding the robe so I can like make knots and tie it down there. Is there anything that is near me that I can anchor to?
Francois.
I'm there too, right?
It's your turn. So do you want to be there?
Yeah, I can walk up.
Okay.
What's going on?
Well, you see, the decrepit one has fallen and cannot get up. And our dear friend, Spider Carl with a Z that is silent, can no longer help me because he can't produce thread from his butt. So I've had
I'm working on that.
Well, not quickly enough, dear. So I am shredding Francois' robe, as you can tell. By the way, Francois, very nice. And we are going to explore this tunnel. Not mine, the tunnel below.
How far is this drop?
It's about... How far is the drop?
You're looking down into the darkness. You can see a little more clearly since Carl dropped something into your eye. It looks to be about 10 feet down. Carl and the decrepit one are down there. You can hear voices harmonizing with violins coming from down there.
And I'm currently like slapping the decrepit one like across the face, saying, shut up, they'll hear you, stop it. Because he's just constantly saying
I just
stuff.
want to note that you doing that is louder than me talking.
Okay.
You also can smell, because your senses seem to be enhanced right now, Uther, a vague smell of sulfur on the other side of this pit.
What is the what's the pit lined with? Is it smooth stone? Is it like rough rock?
Yeah, the top of it here is stone to match the corridor. But then beneath it, it quickly descends into dirt.
It's dirt.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to give me a second here.
Your internet just hiccuped, Raven.
It did. Like I saw everybody like lighting up and talking, and then I was like, hello.
Did not hear your hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nope.
no, that was fun.
But you're good now.
Yeah.
I am going to take my improvised like fisticuff keys that I stole from the guard, and I'm going to kind of like try to lunge myself forward in a way that catches my fist on the dirt sides, like the I guess the closest dirt side of the walls of this pit.
Okay.
And try to use that as something to kind of like ease my descent.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you are trying to test your strength.
That is a 19.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you can hang here at the top of the pit and boost people up out of it. You could jump down into the pit safely. You did very well. So you kind of have your choice of the matter here.
Am I positioned in such a way that I could help people down into it?
If you wanted to help people down into the pit, yeah, you could do that too.
Would that be another strength roll?
No, we'd just let the first one ride.
Okay, I'm going to reach out for Hera and help her down into the pit.
Thank you, darling. Francois, come.
Not him.
No. He can find his own way down.
And I'll, make sure that she gets down safely, and then I'll lower myself down.
Okay. Francois, he says, perhaps I can reset, and he fiddles with the painting, and the door like snaps shut, and you all are in the corridor together with no Francois.
This is why I worship she and not he.
Useless and dumb and meddling and
Decrepit, you get it. I feel like you really get me.
Decrepit. I like that it's his first name now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Decrepit one. And at that point, I am actually going to climb back up to my feet and just start scuttling along the hallway towards where the voices are coming from, quietly, not like just brazenly walking in. Just moving in that direction.
Hear me out. I have a weird kind of thing that I want to try to do. Right. I have a toolbox.
Never heard a tabletop player say that before.
Right? Just hear me out. And now I know that Decrepit is a little bit weird, but I kind of want to like stitch him back together.
With your toolbox?
Yes. I mean, I have
she's got that gizmo
nails.
mindset.
I am kind of made up of parts, so it's fine.
I mean, I feel like it works. It might.
Aren't we all?
I can't believe you're calling him a tool right now.
I'm not. No, I have tools. Okay, I have tools. He.
Okay. Just to set the scenery here. You're in a dirt tunnel.
Yes.
You have just fallen through a trapdoor.
Yes.
To your left, you hear some voices and a little bit of singing. To your right, you hear violin music growing. Uther, because of your enhanced senses from Carl's potion here, you can also smell a sweet smell coming from where the voices are to your left.
Is it like a sweet baked goods smell, or is it like perfume?
Or is it just not rotting flesh?
Right. Or is it the sweet smell of rotting flesh?
It is.
Ian and I had like the same fucking reaction.
Well, 3 of us are rotting slightly. So.
It smells hospitable.
I feel like that's a baked goods smell.
I don't trust anything that smells nice in this place.
That's really bad. It just smells and sounds and dangers.
And we can drop initiative order now. I think having like sealed off this door,
Okay.
I feel like we've hit a checkpoint.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Francois.
Right? Jeez. Where my harem, it's gone. Okay. So there's a tunnel to our
Left and right.
Tunnel to the left, room to the right.
okay.
I can reveal slightly more of this.
Okay. I kind of want to check out the room.
Same.
So I'm gonna like make because I
So
don't
not
trust
the sweet smelling area.
I
You
don't
wanna go
trust
the other
it.
way.
No,
Okay.
I don't trust sweet smells. In this world, absolutely not. In this panini, don't think so.
I think we're all with you.
Same boat.
Yeah.
Then you are headed to.
Hollow.
Hell, you just fall into hell.
Come on down.
Water's fine.
I mean, that's what I said.
You're gonna see a pretty good amount here.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
You step into a room illuminated with spectacular colors. The
We like
stuffy
colors.
air is reeking of sulfur. You hear melancholy violin music, and there is a pillar emerging from a pool of sludge.
Is the sludge, is it Rotblack?
You would describe the sludge as rot black.
Okay.
Cool.
The Pantone color of the year.
It represents millennial hopes and dreams.
You know,
There we go. There
I
it
know
is.
that well. Know that well.
Atop the pillar are a pair of skeletons playing violins.
Oh,
Hmm.
How romantic.
I'll give you a nice panning shot.
It's very
Yeah.
phallic the way you showed it, though. I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, you are the pillar is stretching very high. It's emerging from this sludge that is oily, black, and sulfurous. Smells like rotten eggs. Near you, behind you on the wall, you can see that beautiful greenish, pinkish, violet gemstones are fixed all into it.
Carl will be like, there it is, there, right there. Ah, yes. And I will make my way to the sludge.
Mhm.
And first and foremost, I will dip my bone into it. Not my actual physical bone self, but my weapon.
not the bony hand. The
Not my bony hand.
The femur you carry.
My femur I carry.
You dip your femur into the Rotblack Sludge. It is hot and faintly acidic. You see that when you pull it out, you can see that the bone is slightly charred.
Perfect.
It's
I-
it's mushy. It's not smooth like oil.
Okay. I will turn my bone into a makeshift paddle shovel thing, and I will shovel some into a glass vial.
Okay.
I think that's a good time to take a short break.
Yeah, you have found the titular Rotblack Sludge.
And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap up this after a short intermission. Thank you,
Right on.
everyone, for tuning in so far. Make sure you check out our sponsors. And like I said, we'll be right back.
Sorry, I
I-
figured
I-
I'd do,
The suggestive lean.
The lean on the table.
yeah.
I
Leave
hadn't
my
thought it through.
credentials under the
I should
door.
just flip my camera upside down. Just like an upside down.
Physically
this
or
whole-
like a software.
You can do a
rotation?
vertical flip in Zoom.
Yeah.
You are in the room full of Rotblack Sludge in the adventure Rotblack Sludge.
Nailed it.
So you-
Go
That
back to
means
Bray.
we,
Let's
that means
do
we
a
get
second.
advantage on all rolls.
Mhm.
I think clearly I have the disadvantage right now.
We never did go over getting better. I just remember
Oh
that.
yeah, you're right. We didn't level up. I promised
get
you a
better.
level up,
oh yeah.
but when all the players
That is
forget
true.
about it,
That is
baby,
true.
that level up is just gone.
I mean, I might have said something in Discord, but that's okay. I'm not gonna say I said it, but I'm definitely gonna say I said it.
Who's counting?
Oh, I didn't say it in the right Discord,
You said
so it doesn't matter.
Well,
if a tree falls in the forest.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
So you are in a room that has a wall crusted with gems. You are looking as Carl is using his carved bone to shovel some oily black sludge that reeks of sulfur and appears to be hot into a little jar for later.
and you said that there was an opening to our ahead of us.
Yes, you are looking across this sludgy pit. There's a large cavern that rises like 60 feet into the air. It's massive here.
Okay.
And a sulfuric haze is obscuring your far vision, but you can see on the other side of this pit, you can see the barest glimpses of a little bit of earth. There must be some kind of room over there, both all the way across and then also like across and to your right. So it looks like something happened here that either something came up or something collapsed down. These walls have fallen away. You're not sure what this room was or how it came to be like this.
Okay.
And then, most importantly, emerging from the middle of this Rotblack Sludge is a giant column with two skeletons playing violins on it. I don't know. Maybe that's not the most important thing to you, but it seems important to me.
They're skeletons that are playing violins.
Secondary.
Beautifully.
I am going to kind of move forward to and to the far wall. Continue looking
Okay.
Around. I'm not interested in the gems.
Okay. So you're looking over by this like next adjacent room
Yeah.
over here?
Yeah, I'm moving forward while he's looking at the sludge and the other two are doing whatever they're doing. I'm gonna kind of walk forward.
There is no door here, but as you peer through the opening in the wall where there's an arch, you can see this dimly lit room is chilly, and there are many hooked chains hanging from the ceiling.
Is anything
I-
else?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can go
You
ahead.
go.
Sorry.
You good? No, you're good.
Sorry. Is anything else happening in this room, or is it just the skeletons playing that kind of mournful tune?
So far, yeah, just skeletons, bubbling, heat, a
Do I s-
sulfuric cloud.
Do I see anything with my enhanced vision, or hear anything with my enhanced hearing?
All eyes see.
With enhanced vision or hearing, do you detect anything else? The Rotblack Sludge is scorching hot. You think you hear something swimming in it. You catch just a barest glimpse of something breaking the surface of it and sinking back down.
I've seen Dune.
We've all seen Dune, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that.
But have you seen sludge?
You know, I don't think I want to. So, okay. So I am like, at this point, I'm a little peeved that Francois did silly things and is no longer here to carry me because I am lazy and I don't like walking on my own 2 feet. So I am going to take the path that is easiest, and I too am going to go towards this archway and find these chains.
I'm gonna follow suit.
Yeah. You all are headed over to the chain room.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Elephant in the room. I'm gonna stay behind and I want to inspect these beautiful crystals on the wall.
Hell yeah. Okay. We'll do that first. You inspect the beautiful gems on the wall. They are glittering, reflecting light, and they are illuminated with spectacular greens and pinks and violets. There are a number of gems on the wall, and yeah, they're just sticking out of it like big crystals. They look valuable.
I look at him and I say, disgusting. Full of color and life.
For sure.
I'm getting an. I'm sorry, Dan.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't really have anything.
I'm getting a kind of like an increasingly uneasy feeling after seeing something like slither under the sludge. So I'm gonna kind of like try to hustle into this chain room. Do I see anything other than hooked chains?
Give me a presence test.
I also have a question about the chains that maybe won't require a roll. Are they clean?
There are bloody tracks on the floor that seem to neither enter nor leave this room.
I rolled a
The
17 with my modifier. Sorry.
Damn, girl.
the hooked chains, near you, they all appear clean.
Okay.
And Selena, you see, Uther, that up near one of these nests of chains, near one of these chains is a nest of bone, and you see skittering out of it, against the wall, kind of towards you, like it was trying to sneak by, is a spider the size of a dog. It looks like it's trying to creep over your heads right now, but you catch a glimpse of it.
Are the chains suspended from the ceiling? Like, are they anchored
Yes.
to the ceiling? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna see that and just have a gut reaction, and then grab the nearest chain and just try to like swing it, so the hooked end catches the spider.
Let's roll initiative then.
Dig it. I dig it. It was a good move.
Oh,
It was a good
okay.
move. I'm here for
I was rolling a d20 like a fool.
it. You fool.
The spider goes first, but Selena, I'll let you take a turn before the spider since you saw it first. Give me just a moment to clear this next part of the map.
Yo, I can't read that. What did I get? I'm sorry.
1 sec.
This is with our agility modifier.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 3.
You
Dan, you got a 2.
Thank you.
I also got a 2.
I'll roll dice next time.
Okay, Harriet gets a 2. Carl gets a 2. What does Uther get?
3.
And what's the decrepit one get?
5.
Nice.
Dang.
Age before beauty.
Yeah, we've got a hella creepy giant spider,
You said the size of a dog.
which you don't consider giant.
I would consider that unsettling.
Oh,
Dang.
okay. I just
It's a bear
Robert
dog.
Robert to Selena here. If you see a spider and it is dog sized, do you believe you are going to survive? Just in real life, like, forget it. Never mind. We'll talk offline.
It's the size of a bear dog.
Do better, Rob. Do better. This is trash. This is hella not even scary. That is a fucking dog-sized spider.
Also,
we've got a man-sized spider.
having worked with real dogs, what
Okay.
type of dog are we talking about?
Veterinary professional. Fine. Okay. Fine. We'll figure it out
It's a
later if
bear
it's
dog.
Saint Bernard or Chihuahua.
It's a bear dog.
Anyway, I'm hitting it with this chain, this hook chain.
Give me a strength test.
Get it.
That's an 8.
Yeah, you swing the chain up near it, and the chain whips around unexpectedly, tethered to the ceiling,
Oh no.
and knocks some of the bones from its nest.
Damn.
Agitatedly, it flexes to front legs. I don't know. No.
Legs?
I don't know. No fancy arachnid words.
Limbs, appendages.
Bug fingers.
It gives you the bow finger.
Oh my goodness.
Now it's its turn. It's skittering over to you, Uther.
I'm sorry. Did you say it has fingers? Sorry.
That was my first thought.
Uther, give me a defense.
Is that
That's
a D20?
Yep, D20 agility. What kind of armor do you have? Do you have medium armor or do you
It's-
have heavy armor? Okay.
Hang on, I think it's medium. No, it's light armor.
Okay, light armor. Okay. Medium armor makes your defense tests too harder.
But it's light armor, so
But it's light armor. So yeah, you're gonna roll a D20 and you're gonna add your agility bonus.
okay. Fuck, man. I get an 8.
You are bitten. Roll a D4.
Let's see. 4.
You take 4 hit points of damage.
Good thing I've got 7 hit points.
You are the beefiest of all of us, and that was terrifying.
Now make a unless you want to spend omens to do anything here.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I will spend an omen. I've got 2 of them.
There we go.
So can I have
A
my
good-
hit points back?
A good time to spend an omen is if you take a bunch of damage and you yell, "Oh man!"
Oh,
Then you know that maybe you should spend.
Mm.
they have psychic damage in this game.
Boo.
Dad has joined the chat.
Raven has left.
All right, so I still take the damage, but what do I
You're gonna
what-
roll a d6, and you will take d6 less damage.
Ooh, yes.
So if you roll 4, 5, or 6, you will avoid all damage here.
I rolled a 5.
Hell yeah! You use your omen. You still have to make a toughness test.
Oh,
To use that omen? Or
Yes,
just
you use the omen. You
Okay.
avoid all the damage, but now the bite it grazes your skin. You avoid damage. However, you can feel a creeping poison spilling into your body.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Roll a toughness test.
Is this a D20?
Yes.
I'm gonna spend my last omen.
oh my God, no! I mean, at least we've got them. At least you've
Yeah.
got the omens.
So
Ooh,
the other things you
omen
can do with your omens
rituals.
here, you could re-roll, or you could lower the difficulty rating of this test by 4. So if you think you were close,
I was not close.
or you could just
Not-
find out what the poison does.
Not even a little. It probably doesn't do anything that I want to have happen to my body
It is poison.
Speak for
You're
yourself.
fine.
that only has 7 hit points.
Walk it off.
You know what? Fuck it. I've only got the one omen left. What's the poison do? What that poison do?
What that poison do?
Does it catch
Rob,
her
what that
outside? How
poison
about
do?
that?
You feel
no.
feel your blood run cold. The poison makes your veins feel frozen, and all tests are +2 difficulty for the next time.
Well then.
Damn.
For the next interval of my undeclared chronological allotment. It's that was its turn, and it's Harya's turn.
Okay. So I have to figure out because I don't have my warhammer. I just have this knife.
Yes.
I think you skipped decrepit.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm so
look,
sorry.
I didn't
It's
even
okay.
because I'm paying attention.
Uther, monster, decrepit. Yep. I need to get this monster on the turn tracker. That'll fix me. There we go.
Quick poll. Book or scroll? Book or scroll?
Scroll.
Scroll, dog.
Okay.
Scroll.
So you see the decrepit one pull like a parchment that's falling apart from his robes and pour through it real quick, and then pull one of the several fingers he has collected out, snap the bone in half, and then smash it together in his hands, crushing it as he speaks ancient words in a dead tongue. And then I have to make a presence check. Test. So the presence, I'm using Foul Psychopump. So I have to do a presence DR12, or I take T2 hit point damage if I fail.
You've got 1 hit point left, right?
Yup.
You got omens.
I'm going to use one.
Oh god.
I'm going to use an omen. So remind me.
You can get 4 to it, like the difficulty down by 4. Or
I
you
can just reroll, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to reroll. Much better. All right, that's a 17
Ooh.
Okay.
as opposed to a 6.
Ooh.
Roll
And
a
that's
d6.
one. Yep.
Roll a d6 and a d4.
Yeah. Which one do I roll first? The D6?
You can roll them at the same time.
Okay. You have the rules for the Foul Psychopump up?
Yep.
Okay. All right, that is a 4 and a 2. The 4 is on the D4 and the 2 is on the D6.
Okay. So then you summon 4 skeletons. Very quickly, Ian's class here, he is an esoteric hermit. They are sort of the wizard of this game, though many other classes can also acquire magic. In this game, they are called powers, and they are all driven by scrolls.
Yep. And I also have a class ability that is another spell, which is the book, which is why I said book or scroll.
Gotcha.
The
specific scroll that you're using, this unclean scroll, is called Foul Psychopomp, and it lets you summon skeletons or zombies, and that's what we rolled for. You summon 4 skeletons.
May I describe?
Describe
So,
away.
You see from the bone piles, the bones start to knit together almost if by magic, and 4 skeletons form. And I direct them to attack the spider.
The spider, if a spider could have body language that was understandable by a mortal man, but your psyche has long since been opened up to other ways of thinking.
Indeed.
And you can tell right away that in this spider language, that this creature is alarmed and betrayed. It has collected so many bones for its nest, and suddenly what was once its home is coming to life to harm it. It sprawls out into one skeleton interconnected with 4 long limbs. Its own nest turns into a mass of skeletons. We'll call them 4 skeletons, but the mass itself appears to be a larger spider made of bones. Some sort of bone golem that resembles a spider and is crawling towards the thing that nested within it. Oh, Raven, you like that improv? Look
Go
at that
the
face.
fuck off. Okay, I'm listening.
Its nest comes to life. Perhaps the nest itself was influenced by the shape of what dwelled in it. But these skeletons are here to crush your foes. Give me 4 d20s here as this thing takes 4 attacks.
Okay.
Dang.
That's a 13,
Mhm.
3,
Mhm.
a 17,
Mhm.
and a 15.
Okay. Give me a D4 as a short sword that is clasped in a bony hand.
I just dropped my D4 on the floor. 1 sec.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster later.
Yeah, especially because they're sharp edge resin dice. Got it. 3.
And then give me 2 D2s.
That one is a 1, and that one is a 2.
Okay. Yeah, in a tangle here, one of these limbs holding a short sword and 2 other limbs that are just bone all reach out and start scratching at the spider. They tussle with it and tear off some of the spider's limbs. And they are tangled up together. Now it's Harria's turn.
Okay. So
And you see the decrepit one just like conducting like it's an orchestra.
That's great. I love that.
are there any like additional bones on the floor? And like where am I in position to the spider and the bone spider who are now fighting?
I would say that all of the bones in this room have probably been swirled into the mass of this thing.
Okay. So where is the bad spider as opposed to the cool bone spider?
They are both kind of tangled together near you, and you're all being like you all came into this chain room where they're hanging from the ceiling, and you're pushing your way through them. And now that this spider's come to life, the chains are all kind of like whipping around in here, and you've got to like duck to avoid like a meat hook. While I'm narrating, I'm also looking for another good, bone spider to get on here.
No, you're good. Okay, so I'm short, so ducking isn't a problem. So I kind of want to try to get close enough to this thing, take out the knife, and I would like to try to get under it and almost like stab it. And is it a thorax? And like drag it as I punch my mic. Don't worry about that. I didn't punch my mic. I might have.
Yeah, you wanna try and stab this thing in the thorax? Yeah.
In the thorax. It rhymes with Lorax. Just so you know. I don't know if you did.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
All right.
Yeah, roll a d20 and add your strength bonus.
Okay, so it's a 17.
You hit it.
Yes. Love
Yeah,
that.
roll damage with a weapon you're using here.
All right, so it's D4. 1.
Okay. Carl, you are in the other room, but you can hear this whipping of all these chains. You hear the decrepit one's incantation. You see the bones whirling together into a great beast over there. And you're eyeing these colorful gemstones.
I have already dismissed the gemstones, calling them disgusting and wretched. And I will see that they're fighting the spiders. The spider seem distracted. Would you say?
I would say that the spider is embroiled in battle.
I want to run up and try and scoop it and stab it and hang it on one of the hooks.
Oh, I like it. Sounds like you're making a strength test.
I would say. Let me see my character sheet here. Character sheet says strength. You have toughness or strength? Sorry, strength. You said, right?
Strength.
Okay. So with a -1, that is going to be a sexy looking 4.
Hey.
Real nice.
You run into the room looking to impale this thing upon one of the hooks. And as you run in, the giant bone skeleton, the giant like bone spider, throws this thing, and some of the hooks fly into you, and one of them is like caught and tangled around your arm.
Got it.
Now we're at the top of our round 2, and Uther, it's your turn.
Does it look like the bone spider kind of has this in hand? Like, could we all just go go about exploring? Or yeah, okay. So
You've never seen a creature like this before. It is one of the most sinister and malevolent things that you have ever imagined.
Look, I've played over 120 hours of Elden Ring. Nothing shocks me anymore. I'm going to
Elite gamer cred.
Just the giant spider, this old hat.
I play video games. I'm going to so how do we get out of this room?
Call me when it's a spider made of hands. How do you get out of this room? There's a door right behind you.
That's not the door that we came from.
Nope,
No.
you came from this archway over here to the west. But there's a
Okay.
door to the north, and then there is also on the other side of the spider to the south a staircase.
I'm gonna say we go for the staircase. Wait, does the staircase descend up or down? Does it ascend or descend?
The staircase would ascend. You fell, the staircase ascends.
Okay, I'm gonna just say we go to the door, or I'm going to start walking toward the door.
Okay, the door is to your back.
Mhm.
As you back away from these monsters, you're feeling for the handle. This specific door.
I'm so waiting for the rocks fall, you die.
Yeah,
Like-
right.
You're feeling for the handle, but this door has no handle. It is an iron door, and you're not sure how to get through it.
Are there levers nearby? Can we use any of the hooks on chains to kind of like
You go to reach for one of these hooks on chains, and then a wayward spider leg of bone is like sweeping the room and
Okay.
and throwing the hook out of your grasp.
Do I see anything that looks like a lever or handle, anything like that I can like press to open this door? No.
No, this looks like a thick iron security door.
I guess we go up the staircase.
Okay, so you're moving across the room to the staircase.
I'm not going to move across the room. I'm going to move around the perimeter of the room away from the
It'll take a little longer, but you can do that too.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a keyhole or anything on the door?
Do you want to spend your turn going over to the door?
Yes, please.
Okay. In just a minute to reveal some of this map.
Sure.
Okay. That's Uther's turn. It is the spider monster's turn. I think it's going to engage with the skeletons. I'll roll a d20 here. Or I heard that roll.
It was
I'm not.
No, it was my hand knocking the dice as I reached to cover
a
my
likely
mouth.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spider is embroiled with the bigger, bonier spider, and it seems to not have anything for you right now. Decrepit one, it's your turn.
What to do? I mean, I'm also just very excited about this battle. Like, if I had popcorn, I would just be sitting there, like, but no, I guess I'm gonna go up the staircase, seeing that Uther was unable to open the door across the way. I know I can't.
It looks like you have rickety wooden stairs here.
Although I could make the skeleton the door off. It's done to killing the spider. Decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna let them fight.
Let them fight.
Let them
them
fight.
Okay, sure. Give me 4d20.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep them fighting. That's what I'm gonna do. So that is a 13, a 17, a 10, and a 13 again.
Give me 1d4 and 2d2.
That is a 4, a 2,
Nice.
and a 2.
Dang.
Is that max damage?
I like it.
Yeah, that's max damage. Your bone spider, you see that two of its legs, made of an amalgam of bones, reach for this thing, and hands grab many of its legs in chunks and kind of like start pulling it apart. And then the third leg reaches out and stabs it repeatedly with a short sword, and drags up, and then it tears the body in half. And then your skeleton, your bone skeleton, lumbers over to you and is like engulfing you practically. You see each of the four legs is around you, and its body is leaning down to get like really up in your grill and close to your face. And you see that like 4 separate skulls are all at weird angles, like glaring at you right now.
Oh, precious.
And I
Spider Ica.
and I just go, I go, remove that door from our. And I gesture towards the steel security door.
It seems to lose form for a moment, and it's a wave of bone that goes over to this thing, and it's like sliding underneath and around, and then it regains a spider shape as it's yanking and pulling away, and the door goes flying across the room and slamming with a massive clang through all the hooks into the opposite wall.
Amazing.
Carl is running over to the spider and milking whatever poison it can from its its talons there
Into
real quick.
vials.
Yeah, into vials.
Huh?
Huh. And-
Yeah, you grab half of its body and you start milking it of its poison.
Good poison. Fresh poison. Yes.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go into the store.
As I walk by the Carl, I'm just gonna reach down. I'm gonna pick up one of the like spider legs with like the talons at the end, and I'm just gonna carry it with me.
Are we out of initiative?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I am going to probably be feeling the effects of the poison. And I'm going to ask Carl if he's got anything to help me.
He looks at you and he says, "You're on your own for today."
Right.
Was my potion not good enough for you?
It was fine, I guess.
Fine.
Harry's just over here like, "Ooh, this is awkward."
Haria, in the next room, which stinks of sulfur, you can see that there's a statue here. It is a black statue. And this room appears to be another perspective on that same pool of Rotblack Sludge.
Okay.
So you've got a big statue, and the floor here is cobbled. It seems to be like ornate laid tile
Mhm.
that seems out of place compared to the rest of this accursed den.
Noted. Is there like which ways can I go? Like
There's
the pit is right here, right?
Yep.
So it's
statue,
okay.
pit, door to the north, door torn off the hinges that you just came through.
okay. I want to take, I guess, I want to look at that statue.
Hmm.
Like, are there any switches or like keys
Sure.
or like something
walk
that
up-
I'm gonna need?
You walk up to the statue, which looks something like this.
I want that in my room. I mean, yes, that's weird.
This is the statue. You recognize this old ruler, King Leonard II. Yeah,
Oh,
Leonard.
yes.
Old Lenny.
The statue is black stone. It's got a crown. He's got a skull in his lap. There is a big cavity where one eye is.
Okay. I want to poke it.
Yeah. What are you poking it with?
I want to put my finger in it. I just
Uh,
want to put
you-
my finger in the eye socket.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You run your finger in the eye socket, and when you you don't feel anything in here. But when you pull your finger away, you do see like dried blood, like there was some like and as you look closer, you can see that there's a blood stain on the socket. Also, wow, the tremendous balls of just shoving your finger into an orifice in an old school dungeon.
You know, if
As
it's
you
a
do.
finger, it's a finger. I have 9 more. Anyway, okay. So that says to me that's
Ah.
What
You know,
is this?
because
door?
my presence is high, so I'm gonna just be a loudmouth, lazy little know-it-all for a second.
Mhm.
It looks like, so if I'm getting this correct, like it looks like there's almost something that has sat in here for a while or is repeatedly used because of the stain.
Yes, it looks like there's a blood stain suggesting that something meaty has hung out in this orifice where an eye socket is on the statue.
Okay. I'd like to go cut something like some of the meaty bits off of the spider
Mhm.
and shove it in there.
Yeah, you shove some spider parts in here. As it oozes out, you do notice that the spider's eye core is a different color from the blood, which seems distinctly mammalian.
Okay.
What does the other door on the opposite side look like?
To the okay, if you're going over here to this far door to the north, you're looking at a door made of wood.
Have you tried this door, my queen?
Wow.
You
I
see
haven't.
a lazy smirk on his face.
And I squint.
He squints back.
I haven't yet, but I'm a little bit stuck on this. Would you like to check that door for me, darling?
And I look over. You with the teeth.
Yes.
Would you mind opening this door?
I'll walk over to the door and open it.
It's locked.
I'll like,
Just do the whole kicking it thing.
yeah, I'll try to kick it.
It sounds like you're making a strength test.
18.
18. Yeah, you give it a couple of firm kicks towards the handle and the hinges, and eventually the door comes free enough that you can push your way through the rest of it. On the other side, the room is stale and the air is hard to breathe. There's a torch dimly illuminating an enormous quantity of trash and bones.
Oh. Bones and sludge and eyes and meat.
You take one look at this room and you see a suspicious arrangement of bones that looks a lot like an arrangement of the spider you just fought. Then you see a skittering in the distance that moves into some of the garbage.
Do you see anything?
I'm like trying to like piece together what I've just seen. So is it the skeletal remains of one of the spider that we just fought, or like another one?
Sure. You know how you saw that nest on the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
You see another bone nest on the ceiling and another glimpse of movement running through all of the massive garbage and bones in here.
Is the giant bone spider golem still kicking?
Yeah.
He's hanging out with me at the entrance to the last room.
I am gonna look over at the decrepit one and kind of like motion to the spider golem and say, "Get that thing in here."
And I will just direct it to follow Uther while I'm actually looking at this weird floor.
The bone golem goes in that other room full of trash, and you hear a faint insectoid screeching. And you close the door and let nature do its work.
Perfect.
Now I feel bad.
Now I feel bad.
All right. I'm still kind of stuck on this. So I take the knife and I like jab my finger,
Yeah, you jab your finger, it starts bleeding.
and I kind of like moisten the eye socket.
Yeah, you cake another blood stain on top of this blood stain. Meanwhile, the guy who mutters a lot is getting low on the ground, and he's like running his hands all over the tile flooring.
Yeah, I paused and watched them walk across it because I was expecting like pressure plates or something weird. That didn't happen. So I'm just like in the doorway, like leaning down, looking at it, like, why is this different? Concern. Sheer concern.
Yeah, you're looking at these tiles. What do you do to them? How are you messing with them?
Straight up, I'm gonna like take the femur and I'm gonna poke and like see if I can like pry one up, like see if they're connected, how like what the masonry is like. He's not exactly a craftsman, but I'm concerned.
When you pry a tile up, you find that it pries very easily at one angle. And when you do so, you see that the tile is connected to a thin rod underneath it.
And Carl and Uther are at the far door. But
yeah,
Persia,
the rod appears to run underneath the tiles at the all the way to the far end, and like
from the pool to the far wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Herja,
and as you're messing with it, it like hinges along the rod.
But only in one direction.
As you're messing with it, the tile appears to do this. Like as you're messing with the hinge of it, it goes.
But it doesn't go the other way.
Yeah, it doesn't go the other way. It only goes one way.
Which way does it tilt? Like towards the wall or towards the sludge or towards the door?
It tilts. The wall is this way, and the sludge is this way, and this one tile tilts, and it appears to have a rod to make many tiles tilt.
Cool. So after in all that, Herja, since you are close enough, you will hear me going, traps and mechanisms and toys and.
You also hear a faint ticking sound.
Yep. You'll hear me muttering traps and mechanism and toys over and over again while I'm down looking at the floor.
Decrepit darling, what have you done? And my finger like is still in this socket.
Yeah, finger that hole.
And then I like wipe my eye and I go, I have a thought.
You say I have a thought, and all of the tiles in unison in the entire room shift.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
And I need agility tests from everyone.
I'm not in the room.
Yeah, okay.
I'm in the doorway.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
I'm also in the I was also at the doorway.
And I'm on the statue.
You're on the far doorway that you let the other monster do its thing in there.
I'm gonna roll real dice. I can't fucking see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an omen.
To re-roll or to lower a difficulty?
I am going to re-roll.
Okay.
All right.
What was the DC?
Don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
Okay.
You'll tell me results, and then I'll tell you.
I'm gonna use another omen.
Oh, boy.
2 omens.
I have 3. Well, I have 3 in total. So now I have 1 left. And if this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna die. That's fine.
I guess
whatever.
because of omens, I should tell you that the difficulty rating of this is 16.
Okay.
Oof.
Well, I got a 15, and I'm not using my other omen.
Yeah, I'm also in a holy shit moment as well. That's a 13 for me. I have a single omen. I guess I will use it to raise or lower the DC by 4 so I can pass it.
Okay. Then you use an omen to find your footing, and you don't slide into the sludge. Selena, what's up with Uther?
Case in point, and question.
I'm
Would
gonna.
my
sorry.
sticky spider toes allow me not to slide in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Woo!
Yeah, you can save your omen. That's a clever. Yeah, you see what you got going on here.
Okay. My toes like grow hair out of it and just like grip onto the ground.
Then I am going to Can I use my last one? Because I'm not trying to fall in the sledge.
Uh-huh.
I have to find Francois. So I'm going to lower the difficulty rating by 4, which means I would pass it.
Okay.
Because I'm on the statue. I'm just letting you know. That's where I am.
Yeah, okay. The omens intervene, and where you would have fallen into the sludge, some invisible force nudges you gently into the statue, and you grip onto it. Uther. Yeah, okay. You slide into the sludge. Give me a toughness test.
You
Wait,
got this. Ooth.
Hang on. I was in the doorway. You didn't have me roll.
Yeah, so you're by the northern door. You opened the debris room,
Yeah.
and then the bone spider went in there to fight the other spider.
Okay.
You got 7 hit points. You have all your hit points right now, and you have
true.
more hit points than anybody.
Nat 20.
Yeah,
Get
okay.
stuffed. Very nice.
Okay. You slide into the Rotblack Sludge. It is.
I slide like this. Like,
You're like a fountain.
Just backstroke.
Swimming in it, yeah.
This is not so bad, guys.
Yeah, the sludge is scorching hot. But maybe to a coward. It does not harm you.
Hey!
You slide into the sludge, and as you sink into it, you see again the body of something swimming into it that apparently, like you, can ignore its great heat. Further, as you're dumped into the sludge, you get a glimpse of another room where you can see someone who is 7 feet tall, massive, covered in soot, bald with tattoos. He's got a red hot flail, and strung up on a meat hook is Francois.
Francois.
Well,
I don't know this because I'm up there. So whatever.
Does he
Yellow.
appear to be alive?
Francois appears to be alive, but kind of mangled. You're getting a glimpse of what is one part forge and one part slaughterhouse. There's soot everywhere. There's the haze from the Rotblack Sludge that's also covering you as you're sliding through it. You can see that this massive tattooed guy holding the flail.
Oh shit! It's fucking Jason.
Has Francois hung up on a meat hook, and in his other hand, he has a carving knife.
So my immediate concern is what kind of like distance is between me and this other room?
You are right here. You've happened to slide like right along the wall, and you're dumped at like the intersection between two rooms. There used to be a wall here, but whatever this Rotblack Sludge thing is, it tore out both of these walls, and you're kind of like clinging to the edge here. You can see into this room where this huge guy is, and he's getting ready to carve up Francois. He looks hungry.
Does he see me?
No, his back is to you.
Okay. What will it take for me to bridge the gap here and get into this room?
I think if you were to make a strength test, actually no, I don't think you need to make a test. You can just climb out of here. But I will ask, how do you want to do that?
Slowly and quietly.
Fucking swamp thing.
I think you're making an agility test to sneak out of the sludge to his back.
Okay. That is a 14.
Yeah, you emerge from the Rotblack Sludge, and you are creeping over to the back of this massive man. You have your shit ditch sword in one hand,
I sure do.
dripping with sludge.
Ooh.
And shit.
And shit.
Shitty sludge.
Double bonus.
Boy, I hope the sludge hasn't sanitized this thing.
Won't.
Yeah, why don't you just give me a damage roll.
Okay.
I think you're in the position to just get a free hit
I rolled a 3.
for damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a 1 in 6 chance I wound the enemy, and he is smitten with potent sepsis, dying in 10 minutes.
You want that on a 1 or on a 6? So you'll roll your d6. But
yeah,
what number is your 1 in 6?
1.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Give me that poo-poo.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Come on, baby, give me that boo-boo.
Please don't clip that.
Please do. Please
It's late.
do.
It's real late. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what's coming
I
out
don't
of my
even know
mouth
what's
right
coming
now.
out of my mouth right now. I'm just trying to keep it hype. She's got a poop sword. I don't know.
It wasn't even a metaphor. You were literally talking about poop.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you sink your shit ditch sword into him, and he growls in pain, and turns the flail in one hand, the knife in the other. He throws the knife into the corner of the room to have a free hand to bring up to the ready. And I think now is when we should maybe roll initiative.
A lot of people in here trying to kill us. That is most unfortunate.
That was the wrong guy.
Am I
That's
rolling
a-
initiative because I'm still up there, or
Oh.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should all roll.
That's a 3 for Uther.
The PCs will go first.
okay?
Three-
I
three
have a
for Uther.
2.
2 for Haria.
2 for the decrepit one.
2 for the decrepit one.
Uno.
1 for Carl.
Coral. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oral.
Coral.
Uther, you're up first.
All right. So is my sword still in him?
No, you stab him.
Okay. I'm going to bring it down again.
Yeah, this time you're going to have to make an attack.
All right,
He's got armor.
Is that a d20?
Yeah, you're gonna roll a d20 and make a strength check.
Okay. 6. I had that one nat 20 and that's it.
Mm.
All downhill from here.
Yeah, I mean, it's all downhill from a nat 20. Harriet, you are up next. Uther has disappeared into the sludge and you've lost sight of him.
Well, shit.
Yep. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna wait.
I'm still clinging to the statue for dear life. Like I'm not trying to jump in the sludge. Like we literally just met 6 days ago at this point, so I'm not trying to die. Like I want to get this weird ability that I was promised.
Through the haze over here, you can see that I think Uther has emerged from and you can see like a dark sludge covered figure that's engaged in a melee with someone. And then I think you hear Francois's voice yell out, "My lady's guard!"
Francois? And I yelled out, Francois, darling, is that you? Are you okay?
I am hurt. I am upon a meat hook. I believe this cannibal is about to eat me.
Damn. I was going to put you on the meat hook first. I'm very upset.
I think his name is Fletcher.
Okay, tell Fletcher to stop being a butt. And I'm going to try to like find a way down there, I guess. Like, is the commode? First of all, is the floor still like tilted?
Yeah, but now that it's kind of done its one thing, like you can jump down and kind of navigate it.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
Fletcher says, "I can see a door."
Oh, okay, darling. You hang tight. I'll be there in a minute.
I am hanging and it is tight. This meat hook is not comfortable.
Okay, so I am going to navigate it to the door with the 2 spiders.
Okay.
And open it. Are they still feuding?
The bone spider is mindlessly pulping the already definitely dead body of another spider. It's on autopilot and it's just like keeping on going with all 4 hands.
Bone spider, you're
it turns and like all 4 limbs and heads turn to you, and it immediately is like you think it's registering you as maybe a threat.
okay. Your decrepit one may need you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like all I say.
You've jumped down from the statue, you've moved in here. You think you might be able to reach the other door.
I'm gonna say that like on my way to the door.
Okay. You throw open the other door, it's not locked. And on the other side, you can see a giant man with a glowing red flail is raising it, and it looks like he's going to try and thrash Uther with it. On a meat hook behind him in the background, in the sulfuric haze, you can see Francois is hanging.
Okay. Do I have to wait till my next turn to try to get him off there?
I think you might be able to move. You can move over to him. Yeah, I think
Okay.
if you're not doing anything else, you can kind of sprint through here.
Okay, so I'll
it's
go over
frantic.
to him and I'll just start like, it's okay, darling. We'll get you down. Maybe.
Ian, it's the decrepit one's turn.
Okay. So you said it's easy to kind of traverse this room now?
Now it is, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move to the statue.
Yeah.
So the way you described it is that there's like a hole for an eye?
Yeah.
I collect body
There's
parts.
an eye socket hole, yeah.
It's safe to assume I have an eye somewhere on me.
Where did you get an eye?
I collect these things.
Okay.
They're components for my spells.
Pops it out of his mouth.
Also snacks. And I concerned. I want to put the eye in the hole, but I'm also worried that it's going to just set off another trap.
Do it.
Okay, I'll do it. That was all I needed. So you just hear him muttering eyes and traps and holes and sludge. And he just like pops an eye out of a pocket, looks at it for a second, and then just into the hole.
There is a massive grinding sound
Great.
that you can hear from behind you.
Oh, great. Is the wall moving towards us now?
With a loud crack, yeah, the wall behind you is moving towards you at first, but at the last second it swings out into the side and it reveals a secret room.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm waiting for like a little guy puppet on a bike to come out and be like, "You want to play a little game?"
All right, I think that's my turn.
Okay.
I've been trapped in there for decades.
I don't want to play games.
Yeah, the bone spider is very it looks like it's down a limb.
Okay.
It looks like 3 skeletons left. It sees you and it skitters over to you.
Does the same thing as before.
Yes.
Okay. It's protecting me. I'm fine with this.
Okay. And now Carl.
What do I see inside this secret room?
Inside the secret room, torches burn. It's hot. It's confined. You hear the violin music from behind you. Sitting on a bench, gnawing on a bone, is a pudgy like 12-year-old.
Okay.
That's awkward.
Yeah. What are you doing here, you child?
There's a bookshelf. It's got a bunch of not book stuff on it.
Okay.
There's some shit hanging on the walls.
Now, I need you to clarify. We are playing Mork Borg. Is it actual shit?
You'll have to go into the room to see
okay.
clearly what's hanging on the wall.
All right.
You also see a bunch of bowls.
I grab the child and I throw him into the sludge and I walk into the room.
For real?
Yes.
You'd have to walk into the room to grab the child.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Wait.
And if you ask him, if you walk in and you're like, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Sitting."
Okay. Yeah. Then definitely grabbing him and throwing him into the sludge and then checking out the room.
It sounds like you're making a strength test.
Sure. With a strength, that is a 16.
Okay. You pick up the child and you start dragging him over to the sludge. And he says, "What are you doing? I'm really important. You can't do this."
I hesitate.
Are you one of Fletcher's guards? I haven't seen you before. What are you doing here? You're supposed to protect me.
Oh no.
I hesitate and I say, "You talk too much," and I throw him in.
Obey my princely command. No.
Yep.
He gets an 18. He is thrown into the sludge.
Backstrokes.
Yeah, he's thrown into the sludge. He's like a like cannonball, like belly flop splat onto it, and sludge is going everywhere. You get him a decent distance, but he starts moaning and dog paddling back towards you.
Okay.
He's half in, half out.
Okay.
And near your foot.
And you
I just
hear
want to check out the room.
you hear the decrepit one muttering, "Prince and mission and freedom and."
Oh. It just clicks in Carl's head.
Perfect.
Now it is Fletcher's turn, and Fletcher is going to swing his red hot flail at Uther.
Was the name of my sex tape?
Red hot flail.
Specifically swinging your red hot flail at Uther.
At Uther.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You make your own defense checks here. So Selena, give me a d20, and you're gonna add your agility bonus for defense.
I'm just gonna take my time with this. Imbue it with luck.
Yes.
Come on.
I'm
How'd it
gonna
go?
spend my last omen
Mhm.
to re-roll. Fuck.
No.
So you're hit then.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Roll a d8 to see how much damage the red hot flail does to you.
Oh,
I would rather not do that.
this hurts my heart right now.
That's a D10.
Don't roll a d10.
I don't want.
Roll
I
a
don't
D8.
want more damage.
Just kill me already.
3.
Remember to roll your armor to reduce the damage you take by your armor. If it's light, I think it's a d2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
1.
Okay. So you're going to take 2 damage. And you are severely burned.
Oh shit.
This is going to lower.
I'm also poisoned.
You're poisoned and burned. Sweet. You're burned and poisoned. Poisoned and burned. Your agility tests are.
Just keeping it
I was
honest.
gonna say you sounds like someone I know. Burned and poisoned and shit on. I don't know.
And poisoned in sludge.
Your agility tests are 2 more difficult.
That's like -4.
Well,
It's
now-
it's -3.
Now it is
3.
your turn.
Oh, good. Where can I see the skeleton giant? No.
Across the way, across the sludge, yeah, you can see that it's defending the decrepit one.
I can't see you.
Right.
Wherever the decrepit one is walking,
he's
this thing
gonna
is
be-
perfectly keeping step with him, over him, like a moving bone cage.
Cool. I'm going to yell out for assistance.
Trinity, help.
Oh, right, yeah.
I will reply on my turn.
Gonna do anything else, Uther?
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out for assistance, then I'm gonna try to slice this guy with
Yeah.
my shit sword.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you've never been happier with any D&D item ever.
I don't know that
As
that's
a shit
entirely
sword.
true, but it is a really cool weapon.
It's sword.
I mean, what does it say? A stinking sword you pulled from a military shit ditch.
Love that.
Fuck. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, you grip the sword in your burned arm and swing wildly, and this man is an experienced fighter. You can tell he's eaten well, and as you look around the room, you can see hanging from many ceiling hooks are half bodies, definitely human. and you realize where he's been getting his protein.
I don't think I'm phased by it.
Mm.
Harya, it's your turn. Speaking of protein hanging on meat hooks,
My
Francois is here. Your back is turned to this battle.
I would like to try to get him off the hook as gently as possible.
Sure. It sounds like you're making a strength test.
It might be. That's what dice do I roll again? My brain's
A d20.
Okay. My with my strength, whatever. That is a 17.
Nice. You wrap your hands together around his legs, and you hoist him and lift, and he contorts his body. He cries out in pain. Ah! But you and you safely lower him down from the meat hook.
It was a very visceral sound.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
I broke Raven.
Okay, all right. Oh my god. That should not have been as funny, but here we are.
Francois is no longer floating in midair on a hook. He is now safely on the ground, wounded. And this poor sweet man says, "Are you hurt?"
Darling, shh. And I kind of just like put my finger to his lips. Shh.
Yeah.
Find yourself something to bandage yourself.
My lady, he throws his entire body onto you, and knocks you to the ground as a flail goes like right over your guys' heads.
What? I give him a small, soft kiss on the cheek. You beautiful soul.
It's furry. Ian, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to send the spider to attack this massive man.
It skitters across the Rotblack Sludge, and for a moment, you see something that you recognize. You don't understand it right away, but you see a toothy maw of a worm emerge as if to eat your skeleton, and you understand in that moment that a worm lurking in the sludge is commanded by Fletcher the same way that you command this creature. But the worm seems to have enough sense of something here that the brutal master that commanded it is in jeopardy, and the worm retreats back beneath the sludge.
Excellent. So the bone spider crosses.
Give me 3
3d20.
3d20 here.
12, 17, that 20.
Damn.
Nice.
You are
Okay.
killing it.
Give me 3d4 for damage.
1, 3, 2.
Average damage.
And with your nat 20, do you want to do double damage, or do you want to reduce his armor?
Reduce his armor.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you open up great gashes in his hardened skin. And you can see that where the forges and bathing in the Rotblack Sludge have toughened him, the skeleton opens up vulnerable wounds.
Hey.
Nice.
And then
Carl, and then you get a turn.
I was
too,
gonna say, and then my turn.
Yeah.
Does it look like the prince is gonna be able to get out of the sludge on his own?
It looks like the prince is climbing up out of the sludge as Carl is standing over looking down at him, and it really you can tell that the prince's survival really depends on the whim of Carl right now.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I was gonna say, Carl has like one of his feet just a little bit in front of the other and dangling it for like if he wants to grab onto it, maybe he can. That's about the
Okay.
effort that he'll take.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do I feel like the spider can handle the cannibal?
The cannibal looks pretty tough. But I mean, Uther seems to be a strong fighter, so together you think they've got it, and you can see that the prince is climbing out of the sludge and is wrapping his hands around Carl's foot, and he says, "Please."
Okay. If it looks like they can handle him, I won't use that ability.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell with the dice in this game. I don't have a good sense of it yet.
Well, this ability could also kill all of us,
Oh, geez. Okay.
which I'm fine with. Well,
It's yeah.
no, I'll let them handle it, and I will approach Carl and the prince, and I will be muttering, "Prince reward rescue."
Yes, I'll give you any reward. Get me out of this sludge. I have rich family.
I don't hear that. I don't hear that.
That's it. That's all.
That's nice, dear.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Carl.
Uh,
A pudgy 12-year-old is grabbing your ankle. He's
I'll
covered
retract. I'll just
Uh-huh.
retract my foot towards myself to
Yeah.
kind of assist in bringing him up.
in. You remember seeing stuff in that room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like and just like turn around and go towards the room.
Yeah, you shake your leg dismissively and go over to the room. Hanging on the wall is a bullwhip.
Ooh.
Also on a bookshelf, you can see a large iron hook, a mirror, and a crossbow with some bolts.
Oh, give me that crossbow.
Yeah, you pick up the crossbow. You've got 4 bolts here.
Okay. You see like a large, like oversized grin kind of come up over my face.
Mhm.
And then the bullwhip. Can I also take that? Can I put like the bullwhip on my hip and then take the crossbow?
Yeah, you can loot half this room. You grab the crossbow. You've got the bolts. You've got the bullwhip. As long as you have the carrying capacity for it, then yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do that and I'll walk out like a fucking Rambo scene where I have like, you know, all new gear, you know, like a shotgun across my back and like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm holding a cock it. No. Anyways, yeah, I just put the bolt in the crossbow.
At this point, Uther goes before the monster. Uther, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to. How close is Fletcher to me?
Oh, I forgot something. I'm sorry. When Fletcher takes damage, which he just did from the decrepit one, big chunks of human flesh rain down from the hooks as if in sympathy. Oh, but you're all the way over there. Okay. the PC that hit him must test agility or take damage.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can see when Fletcher takes damage, chunks of human flesh rain down around you, Uther.
He's got open wounds on his body, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have 2 vials of red poison.
Yeah, lay it on me.
I'm going to throw them at his body, like kind of toward aiming for the open wounds.
Sure.
Oh, I got it. My raccoon wounds.
Is that from something? It sounds like
Yeah,
it's from something.
It's Family Guy.
Okay. Red poison. Yeah. Go ahead. You're gonna try and throw this or smear this in his wound. Yeah. I'm gonna roll a toughness test for him. And you're going to roll an agility. No, sorry, a presence test. Well, I don't know. How do you want to do this? Are you trying to smear it on him? Are you throwing it at him?
I guess I'm cool. Well, I don't know. If I try to smear it on him, like not to get too D&D about it, but is that like a grapple or because I'm touching him, so
Yeah, if you're trying to like smash or smear this on him, it's going to be a strength test, and if you're trying to throw it at him, it's going to be a presence test.
I'll try to throw it at him.
Okay.
18.
God. Nice.
You throw it at him. He rolls a 3 on his toughness to resist your poison.
I think I'm supposed to laugh at that. I don't know.
So
I think.
you're going to roll a D10 damage that ignores his armor for poison here.
Nice. Come on, big.
6.
Okay, 6 damage. And then when you damage him, big chunks of human flesh rain down as if in sympathy. Give me an agility test.
Can I just say fuck this guy?
Yeah, he's a boss.
11 with my now -3 modifier.
You dodge the human flesh. It's his turn.
Is he dead yet?
Oh, hell no.
Oh God.
He is using his free hand to draw forth a scroll and quickly recite a power.
I hate him.
He looks at you, and Ian, the decrepit one, recognizes the incantation as the Daemon of Capillaries.
Oh. Fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You feel yourself choking on an absence of air. Uther, you take 2 damage.
Okay.
Hurry up. It's your turn.
Although I am very excited to have Francois back and in a very precarious position with me on this floor, I don't find that now is the time for these escapades. So I am going to take the drill out of my toolbox that I have with me on my person, and I want to like drill through his Achilles.
Oh.
Okay. Francois, this is no time for drilling.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me get my drill.
Yeah, I have to go drill this guy, please.
Okay. I'll let you take your choice of strength or presence.
I am going to roll present like a motherfucker. Because that is chef's kiss. Okay, where am I? Here we go. Maybe we'll see. God, I hope. Okay, that is a dirty 20.
this improvised weapon is going to be a D4 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's going to ignore his armor.
Okay. 3.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ba.
Okay. Yeah, you hobble him. You pull the drill out of your toolkit, and you're crawling over to him. He is so preoccupied with Uther right now that he barely sees what he would call a small little woman on the floor. And you ram your drill into his Achilles heel. He lets
Oh,
out a
yeah.
cry of pain.
Good. Fuck you.
It is
You
the
hurt my
decrepit one's turn.
Francois, and I was supposed to do that.
Yes,
I'm
it is the
angry.
decrepit one's turn. All right. I pull out a book
Uh-oh.
and I start reciting from the book. And technically, he has a chance to stop me, but I'm technically in a different room, so I don't know if that applies. And I roll 3d6.
What
Wait, no,
power
that's
is this
the-
here?
This is a Book of Boiling Blood.
Okay.
So D2 Berserker Slayers rise, and that's 2,
Okay.
from the depths of a forgotten dimension of blood.
Yep.
And then I roll a D6, and either they fight alongside us or they try to kill us.
No. That's not what it says.
They try to kill me.
Yes. Roll a d6.
And that is a 1.
These Berserker Slayers from a forgotten dimension of blood will fight alongside you.
Holy shit. This is me
Uh,
not reading the spell beforehand and not knowing whether a 1 is good or not.
Yep. No, 5 or 6 would have meant they try to kill me because I have 1 hit point and destroy the book and then vanish.
Emerging from the Rotblack Sludge from behind Uther are two slayers. They look like this.
Yep.
Oh,
that's
hell
awesome.
yeah.
That's
Nice.
great.
Yep. And they prefer ambushing, so they kind of rise up and immediately are just like on top of him.
One has a sword made of chain. The other
love
has
that.
a huge warhammer.
Perfect.
As if from nowhere, a frenzied ambush. They attack twice in a round, but don't have time for defense. So give me 4d20.
All right. 15, 13, 17, 19.
God, dude.
Give me 2d6.
4 and 2, so 6. And I believe the Warhammer is a D10.
And then give me 2d10.
15 total.
Your berserkers emerge and run in from behind Uther and tear this guy apart. They pause for a moment and they look at your bone spider. And for a second, you're not sure what they're thinking, if they do think. But your minions appear to be jealous of one another.
I love you all equal.
Uther, you take a breath. You've managed to survive this, and with your enhanced senses here, from behind you, you can see that that slick worm that you saw moving in the Rotblack Sludge, it sinks down and goes to sleep beneath the Rotblack Sludge, dead but forever dreaming.
Night.
Okay. You have slain Fletcher. The prince has survived, and you can escort Alden safely out of here.
I loot the other 2 items that you mentioned from that room before we leave.
Yeah. The mirror
And the hook.
and the large iron hook.
I take them with us.
All right, let me jot them down.
Yeah. I'll put them on my sheet.
Uther, I'm gonna pick up a couple of chunks of flesh that like rained down after Fletcher took damage, and I'm going to hold my hand open, and Flim and Flam are gonna come into my hand and have dinner.
Acquire me a finger, please.
I mean, like, did fingers rain from the
No,
ceiling?
one of Fletcher's.
Oh, okay. I got it. You got it. Yep. Slice.
Yeah, okay. You have survived the first dungeon of Mork Borg, the Rotblack Sludge.
I have no idea how we did that.
We
did
used
it.
so many fucking omens. That's how we did it.
I realized one important mistake that I made is I missed one line. If anyone fell into the pit trap in the corridor and enters the gem room, the gutworm attacks immediately.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me describe the gutworm really quickly. And
bank error in our favor.
Bank error in your favor, big time. Unfathomably long, thick as an oak, hides in the Rotblack Sludge. Can easily reach any of these rooms adjacent to the sludge. Controlled by Fletcher. If Fletcher dies, the gutworm sinks to the bottom, dead but dreaming. Thick hide reduces damage by D6. Razor sharp teeth does D10 damage. Every time it does damage to you, test agility. It's only a 6, but if you fail, you are devoured, instantly killed. The gutworm has only 50 hit points. In addition to its damage reduction of 6.
Well,
Something about the words like unfathomably long.
Yeah.
Just
nickname in
unfathomably
college.
long, thick as an oak.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to fight the gutworm. It says once you engage Fletcher, the gutworm won't help him or defend him in any way.
Nice.
But yeah, apart from that gutworm thing, we played this straight.
Right on.
Fantastic. Well,
I dig it.
I suppose we will find out what happens and what a reward is, and actually level up as we were supposed to at the beginning of this session.
Which I
next
said, but in
time.
my Discord and not in the actual.
Right.
Yeah.
We will find out how all that works next time, which, if I'm correct, will be in 3 weeks. We have the next 2
let me
weeks
double check
off.
my thing. Yeah, I think we have the next 2 weeks off.
Okay.
When next we play, it should be April 29th.
Yep.
April 29th.
That sounds right. So everyone, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this rendition of Rotblack Sludge. I know I enjoyed using both my spells and managing to not die somehow with my 2 HP, 1 HP by the time I actually cast both of them. And we will see you on April 29th.
Rock on.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.